Hello, Guy. Thank you so much.
Hello, hello, Julia.
Thank you so much for coming. So I would like to ask you about your experience with Mastermind, with the Heilig Mastermind program. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what were your expectations about the program? What did you have when you come to the program? Some sort of a point A, and like, what are you feeling right now in your progress?
Well, originally I was skeptical. It sounded like a great idea. I was open-minded, uh, and it's turned out to be a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
It's really opened up just different avenues for me to pursue in my everyday or my future goals, that kind of thing. I'm stepping outside the box, and I'm a creature of habit. Get up at the same time every day, go to work the same time every day, all of it, and that has completely changed in the last 5 weeks. Uh,
Mhm.
it's just really all over the map. I find my spirit is better, just emotionally better. I'm not holding it in. And I don't know, maybe it was upbringing. I was holding everything back a little bit. You didn't want to break down that wall and then everybody see you, how you really are. Well, that's changed. Now I don't know that my friends appreciate it or not anymore. But everyone sees, well, who I am at this point.
Mhm.
A little,
Um,
go ahead.
Yeah. Do you remember on our first session where we were setting up the goals and the key steps? Do you remember what kind of goals did you set or we set?
Well, my goals were to work less. Uh, Up until the last week, that was going really well, but uh, situations have changed temporarily, so I'm having to put in a lot of hours these days.
Hmm.
Once again, traveled again today, so I'm on a different part of the state up until Thursday, so that's okay. Uh, to open up my social, um, I don't know, calendar, to get out there and go to different places to meet somebody. Well, that worked out. Of
Hmm.
course, she's moving away, so we'll continue down that road, and hopefully that will continue to grow.
Yeah. And she's moving you away. This is the person who you met.
Yes.
Hmm. And I remember we were discussing, I recommended you to talk a little bit about different things in like the first few dates, like the values, the beliefs, and you said that it was quite unusual. I don't remember the word that you
Yes.
used.
Well, it really wasn't something that I felt comfortable doing prior to our discussions and prior to doing this whole program. Um, I like the expectation. I never had that avenue, right? No suggestion to that format. It was an interesting discussion, the first one. Um, I asked a question, how do you feel about, uh, and I can't even remember right now, but it's just, talked about children, talked about, we actually even moved into political, which nobody ever does right
Mhm.
away. And
Yeah, forbidden topic.
it really was. But it turned out really well. Uh,
Mhm.
it was open. She does not have the same political um, thoughts that I do, but they're not drastically different. We're not both ends of the spectrum. So we met in the middle. It
Mhm.
worked out. It worked out. I mean, we get along really well.
Love it. I love it. What kind of changes have you noticed within these 5 weeks, like in your state of being, maybe in your way of thinking?
I'm more. I have a different level of calm. I used to let things get to me, uh, and I would get, well, I don't know about enraged, but I would get angry, more frustrated than anything else.
Mhm.
Uh, I have let that go. Uh, Now I look for avenues of a resolution, not to start complaining, which is very helpful.
Mhm.
So go ahead.
Yeah, no, continue.
Um, I look for ways to teach people differently at this point. Again, with the frustration, that never works. So it's find something, a point where I can get it across in a pleasant yet informative manner. That has really helped, especially with what I do, because I'm constantly training people or constantly explaining something. Explain it in a way where it doesn't go very technical, but it gives them the end point, right? Here's how we do this.
Mhm.
Don't do that for them. Give them an opportunity to learn, which saves me a lot of time, and then allows them to feel better about what they're doing.
Yeah, I remember during the game, you got the card ask for help, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell us more about that?
Well, I did ask for
period?
help. I asked for help from the executive team, which I'm a member of, and I was amazed at the results. The first thing out of their mouths was, well, you never ask for help. Now that's all I get from them is help. They're offering constantly, but it's greatly appreciated. It makes my job easier. Maybe that's why my whole attitude is changing.
Mhm.
Help is good, and I'm always willing to help them. So it's a team effort all the way around.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you holding everything and like you have the weight on your shoulders as much, I guess.
No, that's gone.
Hmm. So tell us more about the game and your experience with the game.
The game is very interesting. I get, well, let's see, compliments, right? That was my last one.
Yes, that's the last one.
I was never one to give a lot of compliments. I would say thank you or good job, but not really complimenting effort. Uh, that has changed a great deal. That's changed with coworkers, with friends, my daughter. It's all changed.
Uh-huh. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm curious.
Well, uh, I compliment about the process, how they got to that process. Um, that, and I never say, well, that's the way I would have done it, because that never works. But uh, just the way that the whole attitude, the whole learning experience, and just to see the smile in their face when they get a compliment makes
Mhm.
me feel better. So,
Wow. So
and then,
have they noticed the change? Like,
well, they're asking me what happened. I get that every once in a while,
hmm.
you know,
Yeah, love
but
it.
till we start complaining about the snow and the weather. But other than that, it's all good.
Okay. So who would you recommend this program for? To?
I would recommend it to anybody that actually thinks they have it on the ball and thinks they're doing a good job, but are looking for something a little bit more, right?
Mhm.
Because you get to a certain point, and I have in success that you think you know how to do it, you think you're doing the right path, but then there seems to be something, and I don't know, it's inside that. What can I do, or do I need another set of eyes on this? Do I need to realize what it is, what's blocking me? What do I have to see? And this has really opened my eyes to it.
Mhm.
Discussions, your questions, the game. These are just different things that I would have never thought of or done. Right. So, like the one, new places.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need to
Yeah.
go to new places, but now I have a purpose. I have to go to new places because that's
Because
the,
that's the
the
game.
part I got.
Yeah, because you're also gonna have to pay if you don't do this.
Well, it's funny how money works that way.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, yeah.
But
We have a price for word. So if you don't,
yes,
yes. Yeah. And
yes.
I was very surprised that we kind of achieved all the goals within the first month. I was like, wow, look at that. It's amazing. It's 1 month and we're already like so on point. I was so happy. And funny, I've noticed like last Zoom that I said that your faces have changed, like you smiling, like there's more light, and like
Mhm.
glowness, I guess, like you glow.
But you feel that in every fiber, you feel that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That block is going away. That little wall is going away, and it's going away quite rapidly.
Hmm. So how important is this change, I guess, for you and like in your life, and like how is it going now?
Honestly, I feel better, healthier. Um, it's nice to wake up and look forward to what you're doing and what new experiences you might be able to obtain rather than getting up and doing the same old thing. That it, it's amazing. It really is. I never would have believed it.
Yeah,
It's
I remember you told me your expectations before the program, and I was like, I'll try my best. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
well,
Let me,
thank
uh,
you.
let, let me just stop recording.